Alright, so... Where were they again? They're in that canyon. We gotta go back down to that canyon. Talk to them. They're over there with their drugs, I think. The Great Khans are confusing because they almost dress like they're in a motorcycle gang, right? They have their vests, their cuts, as they call them. So it's kind of weird because they look like they're you know, they're gonna be in a biker gang, but they're not. They're a completely different kind of culture. Yet then on top of that, they do chems a lot. I guess they basically are supposed to kind of be like a motorcycle gang. Shit, I'm stuck here. Ow! I broke my leg.
Hey.
I snapped my leg. Do I like the gold vest? I do. I do enjoy the gold vest. I think it's silly.
Anders told me what happened.
Aha.
We owe you one for rescuing him. Tell you what. I can give you caps as a thank you or a special recipe Jack cooked up.
I don't need the caps. I'll take the recipe.
Here you go. Enjoy it. With Anders out of commission for so long, we're short-handed on runners, and some backlogs have piled up. We've got an associate in the Crimson Caravan Trading Company who distributes for us and out of Vegas.
Ah.
He's been after us for a new shipment.
I'll do it.
Great. Here's the package.
Mildly
Your contact
suspicious
is Don
package.
Hostetler at the Crimson Caravan. Come back and see me when you're done.
Okay.
I'm all for live and let live, you know, but a lot of folks around here, aren't.
Alright. So now I gotta do this side mission for her, I guess? They're forcing me to do a side mission, it looks like. Crimson Caravan. What am I doing? I'm being stupid. Crimson Caravan, they're right out here. Oh shit, it's Jimmy's Well. It's right next to Field Shack. Dude, let's go to Jimmy's Well. I found it out of nowhere. Randomly. Here he is. Jimmy. Little Jimmy. Stuck in the well. Oh no, Jimmy. Oh! Oh no. Jimmy. Oh, little Jimmy. He didn't make it. It's a rare BB gun. The Abilene Kid LE BB gun. Little Jimmy got eaten by a mole rat. Man. You hate to see it. It's sad, man. It's sad. But that's the Mojave Wasteland, you know? That's, sadly, that's how it goes. Alright. Crimson Caravan. Now, where is this guy we're supposed to talk to for this mission? Donovan? I think it's Donovan, right? Blake.
I've heard the Legion's planning
Fuck,
to
I don't know who
unleash their
Donovan
vast
is. Who the fuck is Donovan? Where would he be? Probably not in the guard barracks. What the hell? Yo, they look the same. Look at the same guy. The same dude 10 times. You're not Donovan. Nah, none of these are Donovans. These are clones. Creepy fucking clones. Dude, there's a mob of clones. Look.
Hey.
That's a caravaneer. Main office. You get a reward for killing all the Deathclaws from the town of Sloan on the road north out of Good Springs. Oh, yeah? I don't know where this guy is. Is this him? Don Hulseletter?
Hello there. Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company.
Was this
How
the
can
guy?
I help you today?
Who are you?
The name's Hostetler. Don Hostetler. Can I help you with something?
Is there work to be had?
You know, hiring isn't...
I guess not. He must be for a mission, but he ain't the mission I'm doing.
Welcome back.
Ah, shit. Shit! Where is this guy? There's a guy somewhere in this camp hiding out. I don't know. His name was Donovan. Damn it, where could this guy be? This place is blocked off. Ah, this is gonna be a pain because there's no quest marker for it. Janet?
You should go talk to Blake or Alice. They handle most of our contact with visitors.
It's just a caravaneer. Fuck. Am I happy that Bethesda was bought out? I mean, to me, it doesn't really matter either way. Like, to me, I just want more content from these game developers. So if it means that they do better because they got more backing from Microsoft, then I'm all for it. I don't really care, though. Especially now that I have an Xbox Series X, it doesn't really affect me that they're making
Legion camp got raised
content just for Microsoft. This sucks. I don't know where they are. There's no mission to select. Someone said select a mission. There's no mission to select. It's not a main mission. It's just like a thing to build up, a thing to build up great con reputation. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I'll believe that the fiends are gone when they stop their bleeding.
There's all the caravaneers walking together. Yeah, I'm stumped. I honestly don't know where this... I think they said his name was Donovan. I don't know where he is. I don't see him anywhere in camp at all. I've been in every building. He's not in any of the buildings, so... I guess I can't do this for them. PFAF, I only played very little of Fallout 76 when they made it for free. The year after it released during that E3 week, which I think was 2019, they made it free to play for the week, so I got it and I played it with some of my moderators here. Let me take that back. Some of my old moderators from Twitch who, you know, aren't with me anymore. It was a long time ago. And we played it and the game was rife with glitches. And was essentially, after we played it for like 2-3 hours, I was bored as shit. Like, what am I supposed to do in this game? It's boring. So, yeah, it's not a good game at all. Oh my god, I guess, I don't know.
Things are getting stranger every day.
These are generic caravaneers. I guess I'm just gonna give up and go back to the cons.
Hey there.
I don't know. I can't find this guy. He doesn't seem to be in camp. Even though they told me to do it, he ain't here. I'm stumped. I'm stumped. Maybe I could just convince her now.
If there's something you want, spill it. Otherwise, move along.
How about the alliance with Kaisar's Legion?
Anders got back a little while before you did. He told me what
Aha!
happened. If that's how the Legion treats my people, I don't want any part of them.
We did it. We did it. Yeah, so... Return to the Legion slave ledger to Regis. The optional way to do this was to disgrace Carl by pissing him off with a speech challenge. Sorry. Whew. If you did that... Oh, by the way, the gold vest is pretty much in the lead. I think we're going to do gold vest today. Yeah, I think what it was you piss off Carl real bad. And essentially he just embarrasses himself completely in front of the leader of the cons. And he gets expelled. And then he's like, yeah, we're not doing the alliance no more. I think that's how it works, if I'm remembering correctly. Okay. Alright, thank you. Thank you, Brian. He says, bless you. So did Aaron, and so did Guts the Black Swordsman. Thank you, guys. A big sneeze. Yeah, Balduck says, you don't need speech challenge to piss off Carl. Just keep doing Game Pass streams. Well, that'll be a different Carl I'll piss off. But, maybe all Carls are related. Maybe it's kind of like the Agent Andersons in, or excuse me, the Agent Smiths in The Matrix. Where if you piss one off, they're all pissed off because they're all connected. So maybe if I piss off Snow Carl, it'll actually piss off Legion Carl. It could work. It might be a good idea.
You don't give up, do you?
What the hell? Who's this? What? I'm not touching him. What happened? Why are the Legionaries attacking me? I'm allied with the Legion right now. This makes no sense at all. What's going on? I'm allied with the Legion. What the fuck? Huh? Yeah, I'm allied with them. So if I fight them, I'll get screwed because then it'll lower my Legion. I can't attack them. I'm not supposed to. See, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna let my followers do it, and then it won't change my standing with them. Because I need to be in good standing with them to continue with the quest line. This sucks that happened. That shouldn't have happened. Yeah, it really shouldn't have, because I'm allied with the Legion now. I was supposed to be forgiven. So it made absolutely no sense that just happened. I leveled up. What the? That was not supposed to happen. That was very odd. Okay. Well, I want to... My goal is barter skill. That's my goal, to get barter skill up as much as possible. So, we're going to keep putting it into that for now. That was weird. That was not how that was supposed to go down. The Legion are mad I'm ruining the Con Alliance. They wouldn't know yet, though. They wouldn't know yet. I'm doing it behind the scenes. I haven't publicly done anything to oppose them yet, so it's kind of weird. CD Projekt 7 says, Carl. Carl will not let you ruin the Alliance. He intervened. God damn it, Carl. Carl! Damn it, Carl! Okay. So. There we go.
If you're smart, you'll find somewhere else to be.
Have a look at the book. It'll show you what happens to tribes that ally with Caesar's Legion.
Let me see. My God, this is even worse than I thought. Okay, you have my support. I'll tell Papa the Alliance is a bad idea.
Nice. Alright, let's save, just in case things go sour here. Alright.
All four of my most trusted advisors have told me we should break our alliance. Maybe I should hear you out after all.
I'll come to ask that the Great Khans break their alliance with Caesar's Legion. This is a ledger from Caesar's camp showing Carl really is planned for the Great Khans. Let's do that.
What's this? Ah, yes. I've heard that the Legion has sometimes had to quell tribes that did not share its vision. The Khans, though, are protected by Caesar's emissary. I have Carl's word we will remain our own tribe as long as we remain loyal to Caesar.
You're an idiot.
Take your slander elsewhere.
Wow, you're stupid.
I've heard some things from my most trusted Khans that makes me wonder whether this alliance is a good idea after all. But I want to leave a legacy of greatness when I die. My tribe deserves better than this, cowering in a canyon and living on scraps. Tell me then, if I don't join with Caesar's Legion, where will I find my tribe's lost glory?
Yeah, I have to go help them, I guess. LP101 says, will I be playing Power Rangers again? It was fun yesterday. I might do it in the future. In the poll here, by the way, I am wearing the gold vest. I might play it again in the future. It's a possibility. I have it, so what, you know, I might give it a shot. We'll see.
The followers of the Apocalypse keep many records of the past.
Aha.
It's been a long time since we associated with them, but they might have something. Until you do find me something, though, know that I still plan to lead the Great Khans to fight for Caesar.
Okay. So now I gotta go talk to the followers of Apocalypse. Yep. And they're at the fort, the Mormon fort. What could they possibly have, though? I wonder what they have. I don't know. Well, I could definitely tell you guys, this is so much more enjoyable with no loading. The original game was great, but the loading, a lot of times, was so annoying that it kind of killed the experience. This is so good with no loading. We can fast travel all over the place, back to back to back, with no waiting. It's so good, man.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right?
This guy
King
again.
says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
2 stim packs. Hey, that's always appreciated. Awesome. Will I download mods for the game? No. Why? Because there are none. There are no mods for the console version. The mods are all for the PC version, sadly. Aaron Carpenter says, I always killed the cons. They just seem like a group of drugged out assholes, but that's also how a lot of people are in the Mojave. True. That is true.
The king's
Talk to local. Local. Money Creature says, if I had a bright pink vest as a $300 goal, I would reach it daily. Then I should get a pink vest. Sounds like a plan. Okay. Am I doing the yes man route? I don't know. I haven't decided. Right now, everything I'm doing is going to allow me to have that choice at the end of the game. So.
Hey, good to see you.
I'm looking for something that could inspire the great cons. Do you know of anything like that?
The Great Khans. Oh, you mean those raiders that used to clash with the Vegas tribes? Yes, some years back we taught them reading, writing, basic science. We hoped they would use it to make medical supplies, but they turned to drugs.
Yes, they did.
I was never much involved in the cultural side of that project, but Ezekiel was.
Who is Ezekiel?
He's a member of the followers like myself, but his particular field is pre-war history and tribal culture. I do recall him being fascinated by the Khans. He kept going on about parallels to some ancient historical empire or another.
Where can I find him?
He rarely stops in here these days.
Oh, man.
You do best to look for him out in the wastes east of New Vegas. He's always looking for new tribes to study.
Why does he sound familiar? That sounds familiar to me. Because apparently he's at the trading post. That's what this is saying. How about a $500 goal to wear a Chris Jericho light-up vest? I mean, that would be cool. A light-up vest would be silly as hell, but it's probably expensive, right? You got an idea where to get a silly light-up vest? According to this is right here. Hi.
You look like someone with a
standing
question.
there.
What can I do for you?
Hi, Ezekiel. Totally not suspicious looking NPC standing here for no reason. Yes. Okay. Okay. Julie Farkas said you might know something about the Great Khans.
Oh my, yes. They're a fascinating tribe with a long and unfortunately tragic history. Their original incarnation, much farther out west, was almost completely wiped out by one of those itinerant heroes so common in the post-war years. Then, of course, the new Khans suffered a similar fate. Some say at the hands of the same hero, though of course the dates are all wrong for that.
This is fascinating. Please continue.
Well, after they migrated to the Mojave, we established relations with them, but that soured when all they wanted was to make drugs. The NCR eventually took them down quite a bit, but the really fascinating thing about them is the origin of their culture as a whole. You see...
Yes, keep going. So can I get the abridged version?
Oh, of course. I'm sorry. I do tend to get wrapped up in my
The
own
Mongol
theories and
Empire.
forget that not everyone finds them as fascinating as I do. Here, I salvaged this book from an old library. It's a history of people called the Mongols. I think that's what the Khans built their culture
Oh,
on.
that makes sense.
You should read it. It's fascinating stuff.
So they're a combination of the Mongols and motorcycle gangs. They literally are. If you think about that, that is exactly what their culture is. Because the motorcycle gangs were always into illicit drugs and crime trafficking and stuff like that. But the Mongols is kind of where the look of their culture is. So that, yeah. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Hello, Mateo. How you doing today? How's it going? All right.
Hey.
Crap, he's asleep, isn't he? All right. Let's creep Carl out. We'll stand here for 12 hours and stand over him as he sleeps. Try to freak him out, see if we'll get him to leave camp. Yes. He's gone. I definitely creeped him out.
Hey.
Oh crap, where's the leader? Where did he go? Oh, here he is. He's walking over right now.
I've got little enough patience for you. Consider your words carefully. You don't want me as an enemy.
Why don't you shut up? Okay. Have a look at this book. If you want to see what your tribe could be, read about the Mongol Empire. Your tribe is a bunch of thugs aspiring aping glories of the past. Now let's say that. Let's be nice to them.
This is exactly the kind of symbol the Khans could unite behind. We'll begin readying the camp to move. As soon as Caesar makes his move, we'll depart. We will make ourselves strong again, and we shall conquer.
Great Khans,
Ah.
drive Caesar's dog out of our camp. If he's too slow to flee, kill him.
Haha. That sounds wise, and I wish you the best.
If you should ever tire of wandering alone, seek us out. You might just have the makings of a great Khan yourself.
You're a soft-hearted devil. Most people say you're the devil himself, but they also admit you've done a bit of good. So even though I killed a ton of Khans in the playthrough... Oh! God damn. Well, that's how the cars fall sometimes, Carl. Sorry, bro.
Farewell.
God damn. Brutal execution right in their longhouse. They didn't even wait for him to go outside. They just fucking... Then they'll leave chunks of meat on the floor for the dogs to eat, probably. Damn. Alright. Mission complete. That's what we were trying to do. We have now allied with the Great Khans, which is good. At this point, we're allied with almost everybody, right? You know what we could do? We could go back to, Hidden Valley. Because I think they actually want you to have a conversation with someone at Hidden Valley in regards to, what I need to talk to Yes Man about. See? Return to the Brotherhood bunker at Hidden Valley. Yep. Huh? Oh, there's a scorpion out here. I don't know why they want me to return to the Brotherhood bunker, but it has something to do with the mission. Mateo was wondering how to become a moderator. Well, we don't always allow people to become moderators or even apply. If someone's interested, I always ask them to email me at darksidefil@hotmail.com, and then we can talk about it via email. And basically what I do is I talk to you about qualifications, like if you ever modded before, what's your availability, etc., etc., etc. And then typically we go from there. Destroy the Brotherhood of Steel bunker? What? Whoa. The optional objective is to destroy the Brotherhood of Steel bunker. Now you can do that. We know how. You go into that room and you program it to self-destruct. Well, I don't think I want to do that. I didn't know that's where the quest was going. So I can tell Yes Man about the Great Khans, the Omertas, and tell them that to ignore the Brotherhood of Steel. We still have the White Glove Society to do, though. Alright, I don't want to kill the Brotherhood, especially because I haven't made my decision yet about the Van Graffs. we have to make the decision about if we want to ally with the Van Graffs or the Brotherhood. And based on that, that's how we get either really high-level weapons and armor or power armor, depending on who I side with. So... let's go back. So do you guys think I should do... Okay, here's a question for you guys. Would you rather see me do the White Glove Society, which is the Ultra-Luxe Casino, which has a really creepy twist to it, but has some stealth involved? Or would you rather see me go talk to the Van Graffs and do some stuff with them, including energy weapon missions? Which would you guys prefer? Because we could do either. Either one is kind of next on the agenda, logically, with what we're doing. But it's really up to you guys what you'd like to see me do. PVAV wants the White Glove. Aaron Carpenter wants the White Glove. Trigun wants the White Glove. Toxicity Firestar wants energy weapons. Kyrie Gray wants energy weapons. Van Graffs. 672 says Van Graffs for more action. White Gloves. You guys are kind of even. Alright. How about we start with the White Gloves? We see how far we get today. If we finish it, great. If not, we can do the Van Graffs right after. I think the two things we'll do back to back. And then we go to Yes Man, we tell them everyone's good, essentially. And then we decide what we want to do next, because after that, we can either go to the Legion and deal with the Legion plotline with Benny and all of that, or, since now it's been several streams, we can maybe do that Honest Hearts DLC, right? Gotta think about what we want to do next. Alright. Now, Golden Colt, you're here today, right? He is. Golden Colt said, did you mention that there was a hidden letter outside of this casino that most people miss? Because I looked around for it and couldn't find it, but I also don't know where it is. I'm pretty sure you had mentioned that there's some kind of a hidden letter out here to find, and most people miss it and never find it. Well, I haven't found it. I was looking. I couldn't find it. Would I consider playing Galaga? I mean, I've played Galaga before. Galaga would basically be like 10 minutes. Like, there's nothing really to show in Galaga besides a very basic shooter, you know? On the floor in front of the sign, in front of this sign, there's nothing here. I don't see anything. What sign are you talking about, Golden Colts? It's not this one. There's nothing here. Look. There's nothing in front of the... People are saying in front of the Ultra-Luxe sign. Ultra-Luxe... This is Ultra-Luxe! It's a foot away from the street light. What? Where that? What? I see nothing, man. Look, nothing. Under Raoul's feet? Oh my god!
Sure, boss. The old man will crawl.
I need Raoul to move. Move your butt. He's sitting on the note. Get your stinky ghoul butt off the note so I can read it. Wow, that's hard to see. Fine dining. These past few years, the very idea of fine dining has seemed beyond our grasp. Indeed, there does one even begin to look for something artfully prepared and beautifully presented by a world-class chef. Fellow epicures, I have found the place. I've found the one... Oh, it's a typo. I found the on place. It's supposed to be one place. Left on this godforsaken earth with real food. I present you the Ultra-Luxe. Ignore the rabble on the street, the petty farmers and everyman types, rubbing their pitiful few caps together in an attempt to elevate themselves to some semblance of class. Ignore the filthy, disease-ridden prostitutes of the Gomorrah, whoring themselves to anyone with coin. Walk briskly to the fabulous Ultra-Luxe, the only building in New Vegas worth your attention. You'll know it when you see it. Enter the doors of their restaurant, the Gourmand, and speak with the lovely Marjorie. She'll arrange for your care. Dally not, for reservations must be made as early as possible. A sumptuous feast awaits you Dear friends. Wow. That is one hell of a deluxe invitation. But that was like impossible to see. That was seriously impossible to see unless you knew it was there. Alright. So actually not only do we have the main Ultra-Luxe plotline, but we have an alternate plotline to do here as well. So we could probably do two birds with one stone while we're here. Now, the best way to go about this is to tell these guys to stay, because you have to do some stealth when you're on the inside. Wait here. Same thing with him.
Over-elaborate mob schemes to take over Vegas.
Nuh.
Reminds me of the days before the war.
Wait here. Okay. This is good. This will allow the mission to go a lot more smoothly in there.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons?
Here we go again with this. Oh, they won't let me keep the holdout weapons. That sucks. Can I trouble you to blow it out your ass?
How frightfully uncouth. I'm afraid I must insist you relinquish your weapons.
Alright, here you go.
My deepest apologies for the slightest inconvenience. You have my assurance that everything will be returned upon your departure. But we simply can't have anyone waving their weapons around in the hotel. It's not the atmosphere we wish to cultivate. Please, enjoy your stay.
CD Projekt 7 says having to wait in the lobby. Actually, that wouldn't work very well because depending on what option I choose to do, there is an option where basically you fight them. And if you do fight them, I don't want my guys going ape in the lobby trying to murder everyone and fucking everything up. So I'd rather just do it all myself. Okay. So now we got multiple things to do here. A Gunderson hired hand. A gambler.
Have you
Heck
seen
Gunderson.
that
I believe
tower
this
on
is
the
the
strip
side
all
mission
lit
that I
up?
have is to talk
You
to
can
Heck
see it from
Gunderson.
miles. Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you?
A white hat? No, I haven't.
Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my boy. Not one lousy speck
Oh,
of
that's right. I
information.
remember this now. This is fucked
Ain't
up.
got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen ranches.
This is pretty fucked up.
But I'm here for an hour, and my own son just up and disappears on me.
Golden Cold says this Ultra-Luxe is probably the only casino that still looks mostly like a casino and not a shitty abandoned structure. Now, the Lucky 38 looked good on the inside, too. Remember I commented that the robots must have kept it clean? Yeah, they're probably the only two things. Everything else does look terrible. You lost your son.
My boy, Ted. He was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I talked some things over with the White Glove folks. He was never one to stay tied down to a spot, though. Gets that from his mother. Got most of my staff out looking for him now. I'd be out myself, but I keep hoping he'll show up back here. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny hide turns to leather for putting me through this. But that don't mean I wouldn't be grateful.
All right, let me help find your son.
I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs and at least one
Beyond
good
the
eye
beef.
at this point. There'd be a lot of money in it for you if you can get him back to me safe. And if he ain't, you can bet I'll pay for the names of the sons of bitches responsible.
Okay. Did you say something about a white glove?
That's what they call themselves, the folk that run this place. They're the ones dressed all fancy with their bow ties and shiny dresses. Some of them got masks, too. Real hard to trust folks like that. A couple of them show their faces, and that's who I do my business with. I don't talk to none of the other ones.
Okay. So, we have two different things that just happened, okay? We already had a quest to find out, yeah, why Heck Gunderson is here. See, talk to Walter Phoebus about this. Ethel Phoebus wants her husband Walter to forget about Heck Gunderson and return to their ranch. So we should do this first. This is outside. We should do this and go talk to the guy and see if we can get this quest resolved first before we do the Ultra-Luxe quest. I believe he's right around the corner over here, sitting down.
I
I hear, we straightened up a band of thugs in Freeside.
Good to see you again.
Nothing there. Here we go.
Howdy. Good seeing you again.
So, our deal. Heck's looking for his disappeared son. I've agreed to find him. Let's say that.
No, be damned. You mean the young Gunderson? That's a shaved tail if I ever saw one. He's got less sense than a Brahmin at a crossroads. I'd not be one to complain if you got lost for good, kid. If it makes Heck suffer, then I'm all for it.
Oh, look, you might want to know Heck is barely protected right now. Oh, man, there's different ways to do this. Let's not do it yet, because I don't want him going in there and getting himself killed, because I think you can convince him to go in. Because you're saying he's barely protected. But then I think the bodyguard kills him. So I don't want to do that. I think I want to continue on. I think what it is, well, I don't want to really spoil, but basically there's not a very good ending to the plotline no matter what you do here. And so by the end of it, I think we're going to have a resolution one way or the other. Alright. So what I need to do is just kind of walk around and talk to everybody. This is their casino.
Hello there.
Alright. Chauncey.
Good day.
Why is everyone dressed up and wearing masks around here?
Those are all members of the White Glove Society. Our founder Marjorie gave us all a dress code. There's only one rule to it. In her words, we must dress in such a way that no one can be said to have dressed better than us. As for the masks, I'm not allowed to tell you. We're sworn to secrecy. Actually, that's not true. That's just what we're supposed to say. I think Marjorie likes them for the mystery they create, and the way they make it clear that we're different from everyone else. But you didn't hear that from me.
I'm looking for someone.
Oh, well, it's a big hotel. You should talk to Marjorie. She's in charge, and she can probably help you find anyone you might need. She usually works at the front of the Gourmand. She likes to see how people respond to it. You can get to the Gourmand from the lobby here. It's a big set of double doors on the first floor of the eastern side. Can't miss it.
Where's your mask?
Must have forgotten to put it on. How embarrassing.
Goodbye. I don't think so. I think actually you can work with him. If I'm remembering correctly, I think you can work with him to overthrow them and stuff. He's someone who doesn't actually agree with them and what they do. If I remember correctly. I could be wrong. Congratulations, Darkness, on getting a golden crown. Finally, it's awesome, man.
Good day. How may I be of service, sir?
Mortimer. You have work that needs to be done.
No, not from the likes of you, I'm afraid. I don't think you'd have the stomach for it. Better look elsewhere.
Can you tell me about your organization?
My, such a popular question.
By the way, where's his mask?
I suppose it is only
He's not wearing one
natural
either.
to see us and wonder what it is that makes us special. The White Glove Society has only just made itself known to the public, of course, but our pedigree was established over generations. Were we always so refined? I'd be lying if I said yes. But I've always felt we were destined for a place atop modern society. And now, here we are. Not everyone can wear the finest clothes and eat the finest foods, obviously. That's just the reality we live in. But surely we can agree that the most tasteful, sophisticated people are the most deserving. And that's what the White Glove Society is all about.
Carlton Jr. to me $1.30, and he says, this part of the game really highlights the difference between the game and Fallout 3. The freedom of choice is much better. Fallout 3's only edge, in my opinion, is the setting of it. You're right, this game definitely gives you a ton more choices in how you want to go about doing missions and stuff, who you want to ally with. I mean, it's a ridiculous amount of choice in this game, for sure, and it all can affect the ending. Yeah. Darkness, you're welcome. He's thanking me for the Game Pass stream I did the other day. Yeah, there's another Game Pass stream tomorrow and another one coming on Thursday, and all of that's going to lead into the big marathon on Saturday. Seeing all the variety of games that I played over the week will determine which ones you guys want to see me play more during the marathon on Saturday. So it's going to be a great week of variety for sure. I love how they just get through explaining that everyone wears a mask in the society, and we immediately run into two people who don't wear masks. Okay. Find out more by talking to Marjorie. Tell Yes Man you decided to ignore the White Glove Society.
Those Freeside thugs aren't worth
Ooh,
our
it's the
time.
penthouse. Don't want to go up there, you get in trouble. He said Marjorie's usually outside of the Gourmand, which is the restaurant. That goes to the hotel rooms. The Gourmand at the Ultra-Luxe. It's over there. And there's a bathhouse as well. Okay.
Should have bet we killed the fiends.
People wearing and not wearing masks just like COVID. There's a Ludza asked, will I be playing a full playthrough of the medium? I don't know. I definitely want, at the very least, I want to try the medium and see what it's all about. Because I don't know what it's all about because I didn't play it. You know, it's been out since January. And it seems to be a very polarizing game. Some people liked it. Some people thought it was just okay. And some people hated it. Like when they announced that team that developed that, I guess they're called Team Bloober. When it was announced that Team Bloober is working on a Silent Hill game, everyone was like groaning on the internet, like, "Oh God, not those guys who made the medium! Oh, come on!" And I'm like, "Is it that bad?" Like, I don't know, because it was really hyped at the time when it came out, and then I never really heard about it again. So I'm very curious to try it out for myself and see what it is. At the very least, I have to try it and see. What the hell? She's not wearing a mask either.
Welcome to the Ultra-Luxe. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation.
All right, I'm looking for someone who went missing.
This again?
Sure.
I thought this was all settled. I answered every one of that investigator's questions to his satisfaction and gave all the help I could. I know our reputation hasn't always been spotless, but that's all in the past now. How some people can't get over it is beyond me. For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason.
Consume human flesh?
It's written in the charter.
It's like, what? The White Glove Society used to eat human flesh? What?
Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? We do not engage in cannibalism here under any circumstances. Though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. There was another time, a dark time, when we went by a different name. But that's all changed now. We've evolved past such base impulses since settling into our new home. I've seen to it that those days are behind us.
I don't know. What can you tell me about... Oh, who did you talk to about the disappearance?
There was an investigator who came through here last week. He'd been hired by a young man whose bride-to-be went missing during their stay here. Well, you can already guess what probably happened, can't you? It seems perfectly likely that she got cold feet and ran off. And that young groom just didn't have a clue, the poor dear.
So I'm investigating someone else. Let's see, can I talk to that investigator?
Why, yes, I think so. If he hasn't checked out yet, that is. I had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took for him to be satisfied. You see, the White Glove Society remains the very picture of courtesy, even in the face of such impolite accusations. We have nothing to hide here.
Okay. So I gotta ask around the Ultra-Luxe and inquire with Mortimer about this investigator. Okay. I'm also investigating someone else, a man.
A man? Well, then this can't be. 2 disappearances in my hotel? What will people say? I'm going to have a word with my staff about security on the premises. Whether these people are found or not, our guests simply must feel safe in their own rooms.
Battleduck 9000 says, yeah, I bet she got cold feet after they sawed the rest of her body off. Ooh. And Ramrod says, the medium gets good halfway through after you start to unravel the story. Interesting. As long as it has interesting and spooky gameplay mechanics, I feel like it would still be like an interesting game, you know? I guess we'll have to see. Again, I'm going to try it. I'm probably trying it this week and giving it a shot, and we'll find out, I guess, firsthand. Alright, where did this Mortimer guy go again? Here he is.
How may I be of service, sir?
So, Marjorie said you have a free room to a private investigator.
Private investigator. Ah, yes, I remember the gentleman. This was about the missing bride. Such an awful thing. I do hope he finds her whereabouts. If I might pry, have you found something that will help his investigation?
I'm on investigation too, and I'm hoping that we can help each other out.
You are?
Huh.
Nothing so grim as his investigation, I hope. Now, ordinarily, we don't give out guest information, but I think given the circumstances, he'll want to speak with you. Let's see. He hasn't checked out yet. If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be one floor directly above you after you exit the lobby. I hope we can put this whole matter to rest at last.
Okay. He gave me the room key. Interesting. I'm not gonna say they dine on human flesh. I don't want to make them suspicious. So, beyond the beef. Okay, so let's get to this hotel room. Wasn't it just where we just were? Was the elevators?
The fiends are running for their lives.
Here we are, to the hotel rooms. Cool. Now. Is this it? Okay, let's, before we do this, just in case, save up. Just in case. And let's also look around. Traveler. Oh, thanks for inviting me in. I appreciate it. Yeah, this hotel's pretty nice. Compared to everything else is destroyed in this area, this is a pretty nice place. Okay. I don't really see anything else on this floor. Two rooms are open, a bunch of people sleeping, but the bathhouse is over there. Nothing too impressive. Beyond the beef, aka the Impossible Burger. Yeah, and it was impossible that it would taste like meat, and I knew it because when I had it, it didn't taste like meat at all. Okay. Some interesting facts. This game came out October 2010, almost 11 years ago. Xbox Series X released November 2020, 1 decade after the release of the game. That is correct. So, oh. Oops. He is dead. Why is there... Wow, whoa. Hi.
Had enough? Come on!
I knocked him out. Oh my God. He can't move.
Had enough.
Yo, he fused in the wall. He can't even get up now. He's stuck.
I'm hit.
Oh, he got back up. He unfused. Alright. You guys are pissing me off. You guys are really pissing me off. Let's take some pictures of these fuckers. Some psychos, purified water. Take a buff out. Let's see here. How about a boxing times? Some yucca fruit. Accidentally increased my science by 3. Oops. AP plus 10. AP plus 15. Damage resistance. Okay. They call this the old rope-a-dope, motherfucker. You and your buddy are going down. I'm tanking this shit out now. Oh god, he got rocked. Rocked and fucking socked. He can't get up.
I'm hit.
Oh man. Now I took his dress cane. Now I'm gonna thrash this guy. I will thrash you with your own cane, bitch. Suck on this. Oh. I'll give you a proper thrashing. Drop your cane. This is great. Oh, your duel of the canes. Oh. So much for those assholes. Oh man. I wonder, you think you could go undercover if you pick this up? I wonder if you wear their shit, if you could go undercover. God damn, dude. Well. They got fucked up. Sunglasses. Oh, matchbook? What is this? A matchbook with a message hidden in it? Yeah. The following is scrawled across the back of the matchbook. Steam room, 4 p.m. Interesting. Damn, his pillows were just dirty as shit. I wonder, can I disguise myself? Let's see. Because right now I got nothing on, right? Oh no, I got my shit on. I wonder. Now what I should do, I should wear the assassin suit. It's gonna help me sneak around here, right? They don't actually reduce your resistance or give you resistance at all. Yeah. Take the attire and give it to Veronica? Why? Why would I want to do that? Well, these motherfuckers killed the investigator and then they tried to kill me. They didn't get too far though. They got thrashed by their own fucking canes. Good shit. Alright. So, that was interesting. Guess we should go report our findings of what happened.
Those Freeside thugs aren't worth our time anymore.
How may I be of service, sir?
Not him. I think we gotta go talk to, what's her name again? What the? She's gone. Wasn't she sitting there? Oh wait, she was on the outside of the Gourmand. She wasn't from the outside of here. She's at the outside of the restaurant. Here we go. She's gone. So this is the restaurant, the Gourmand.
I've heard that elite units are on.
So they said steam room 4 p.m. Right now it is 12:54 a.m. But if we were to maybe sneak in there, steam room 4 p.m. The steam room must be at the bathhouse, right? Okay. Do I have a stealth boy? I did, but they took all your items, right? Unless I still have it. Yeah, I have them. I have 10 stealth boys. Let's go to the bathhouse and go to the steam room at 4 p.m. and see what we find, because obviously that's what they want you to do. Oh!
Welcome to the Ultra-Luxe. I do hope it exceeds your
She was
every
using the bathroom.
expectation.
Alright, let's not, she really isn't gonna help me. We need to go to the bathhouse. Where's the steam room? Oh, here, this is the regular bathhouse. We have to find a special steam room. Whoa, what is this? Look at this. That's the steam room. Alright, so here's what we'll do. Let's pass time. 12 hours. 14 hours would be 3:20 p.m. Let's do that. Save, wait till 4 and go in and see what happens. Yeah.
Hey, I've been sent to tell you that while you're not exactly a friend, you know you've helped us out some all the same. We figured some kind of truce is in order. As long as you don't come too close to any of our camps, we'll let you pass without trying to kill you. Of course, the truce is off once we know you're an enemy.
I'll keep that in mind.
See ya.
Why? How did he... Whoa. How did he know to find me? That's creepy. How the fuck did he know? Why is it 7:24 a.m.? What the hell is going on? I'm so confused. It's like extra time passed. Oh, look. What the fuck? Why is it 8:26 a.m.? Dude, what is going on?
Hello.
What? What is going on here? What the fuck? Why can't I get it to pass enough time to be the time I want? If I want it to be 4 p.m., I need to pass 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 5 hours. It's not working. It's glitching. It's completely glitching. It's not allowing the correct amount of time to pass. And the bodies are stacking up outside the steam room. What the fuck? What is going on? Yo, what is happening? What the fuck? I can't even pass the correct time. What the hell is happening, dude? Let me make a separate save. I don't know what's going on here. I might have completely glitched out. This is weird. There's like 40 dudes in a room. What if I just say 1 hour passes? Okay. What if I want 2 hours to pass? Still only 1 hour passes? No, it worked. Okay.
Hey.
What the fuck? Alright, it's 2 minutes to 4. It's past 4. Is this glitched now? Oh shit! Interesting.
Who are you?
Just someone who found a matchbook.
Matchbook? What about the man I gave it to?
You don't want to know.
Oh my goodness me. They must know he was talking to someone on the inside. They'll be watching everyone closer now. I knew this was a mistake.
What were you supposed to discuss?
The girl, the one who disappeared. I know what happened to her.
How do you know?
Because I distracted her fiancé while they took her. Well, I'm not proud of it, but I had to. They could see I was having second thoughts. Some of the White Gloves began meeting privately a while back. Started talking about how we'd lost our identity. I started attending because I thought it was about changing our politics. Then they started talking about returning to the old ways, and there was no way out. They'd kill me for the things I heard them say.
Who are you afraid of?
Mortimer. If he realizes it was me the investigator was planning to meet, he'll have me killed.
Is Mortimer behind the disappearances?
Yes. The White Glove Society strictly forbids eating humans, but we weren't always the White Glove Society. Mortimer and some of the others have regressed to the old ways. They've taken many people over the last few months, but always from Freeside or secluded places where they wouldn't be missed. It wasn't enough. Lately, they've gone for tourists here on the Strip, even in the hotel. I guess that's the hazard of a cannibal becoming a gourmet. It's hard to please a refined palate.
What about Ted Gunderson?
He's alive, as far as I know. We're trying to keep him fresh. Mortimer has special plans for him.
Special plans.
The White Glove Society has a banquet every night at 7. It's in our private section. Mortimer wants to reintroduce humans into our cuisine. Since eating people is a crime we punish by death, he's going to do it in secret. After everyone has eaten it, he'll tell them. With no real way to punish everyone, in Mortimer's mind anyway, their minds will be open to the idea of eating people as a delicacy.
So he wants to make everyone eat human meat and not even tell them, and then afterwards spring it on them and say, well, you're all guilty of it because you just did it, so you might as well just accept it. It's pretty fucked up. Yeah, it is a pretty fucked up episode of Feasting with the King, isn't it? Ugh. Were they keeping Ted? Wouldn't they punish Mortimer for the deception? Ted's father's a melting man with his resources. This should be easy to stop.
That may be true, but I wouldn't recommend it. He's built a reputation, and it isn't for calmness and impartiality. He's not what he looks like. They call him Hurricane Heck. The man built his empire by hiring mercenaries to drive off the competition. Lately, he's been attacking our Brahmin suppliers so he can take over their business. He's the sort to pound in a nail with a wrecking ball. If you give him the whole story on this, he'd be liable to raise the entire hotel. And God knows what he'd do to the rest of the strip.
Won't they punish Mortimer for the deception?
They might, but to him, the legacy of returning to the old ways is worth his own life. I don't think he expects it, though. I don't either. Nothing is more important to the society than being on the cutting edge of New Vegas cuisine.
Oh my God.
Mortimer's idea will appeal to that need. He just has to get them over the taboo.
So where are they keeping Ted?
I don't know exactly. I wasn't in on it. I think some of them stopped trusting me. But you can bet they're keeping him near the gourmand. Our chef, Philippe, has an obsession with fresh ingredients. It'd be back in the members-only section, so you'll have to be careful. Don't be seen, and more importantly, don't let them see Ted in the open. It's guarded both at the lobby entrance and in the access tunnels leading from the main restaurant.
Anything you can do to help?
I could sponsor you as an honorary member. The White Gloves are always looking for people who can elevate their status. You'd certainly fit the bill with everything you've done around here. Otherwise, you'll have to find some way to get inside quietly. It won't be easy, and it'll be harder still to get them out.
Alright, any suggestions?
Well, they'll all be sampling pre-war wines before the meal. Maybe it's as simple as drugging them. Although, that wouldn't stop any future kidnappings. You'd have to expose Mortimer, but he's going to confess anyway. What if his revelation were a lie? What if no one had eaten human flesh but him? If you could somehow replace Philippe in the kitchen and serve a convincing substitute instead, you could walk Ted right through the middle of that room after Mortimer speaks, and then he'd have some explaining to do. Philippe has been trying to approximate the taste of human flesh for years. He must have a recipe somewhere.
Okay, well, we have a lot of options, right? Drug the wine at the banquet, or get rid of Philippe and cook for the banquet using his recipe for human flesh, but not using human flesh.
Let's plan on meeting again as soon as... Wait.
Uh-oh.
Did you hear something? Were you followed?
Watch out! Whoa.
Assassino! Now I got a gun. Poor Chauncey.
Watch
This
out.
great con just stood there and this girl was steaming. She was steaming in the room and the guy just came in. Powder Ganger ran in there. What the fuck? There's so many random dudes here. Alright. Let's save up. I don't know how we're going to do this. It's undecided how we're going to do this yet. But we have many different options to try to figure this out now. Okay.